continue to be met with hardship. Though we are strong compared to our counterparts, our tribe faces grave danger. According to the human scientist Charles Darwin, it is not the strongest that survives, but rather those that best adjust to their circumstances. Soon, everything will change. Indeed, it already has. But we need not adjust to the world. Rather, we are going to shape it.
I do believe that time is almost upon us.
Ought to be a loud one tonight.
I wouldn't mind a peaceful one now and again.
Be sure to keep that in mind, Ben.
My dear friends, let us raise a toast to hope for our blood to flourish, to celebrate a new dawn, to our future.
Better with this one anyway.
Master Kirshner.
Yes, such an inconvenience. But if we must cross the ocean, then I suppose we must act human as well.
Of course, Master. We've also received intelligence that the Jaegers have tracked us down.
Oh. Well, then I suppose we must provide some entertainment for our guests.
Very polite indeed. However, Master Yevgraf may not wish us to draw so much attention to ourselves.
True. Considering how tough the Shanghai negotiations have been, I suppose I'll leave this to all of you.
Those assholes tried to rip us off on our drinks.
Next time you get in a brawl, maybe you could toss an invite my way.
Enough already.
I remind you all to take caution. We'll begin the performance as planned.
Fancy soiree and some expensive ladies. Sounds fun.
Kirshner should be inside as well.
Let's keep to the plan then. We split into 2 groups.
I smell blood.
It seems Kirshner isn't here.
Yuli? Are you out of your tiny mind? You could have gotten yourself killed. You have to admit I did pretty well, though. Moron! Do you have a death wish?
He's up on the kid.
No, it's less death wish and more reckless.
You really must be more careful.
I shouldn't have gone off on my own.
We're a pack, Yuli, and a pack only works when we hunt together. It is the nature of what we must do. We chase our prey, corner them, kill them, and we can only do so if we rely on the strength of each other.
I am a Jaeger. Always.
Right over here.
Hey, you alright? What sort of man would do this?
I thought at first this was the Yako party's doing, but this violence must be Kuratake.
kinda stick out like a sore thumb, don't we?
Foreigners aren't that unusual these days. Japan is a lot more open now. Although my figure tends to make me stand out anywhere.
Got a point. If you packed any tighter into that shirt, you'd probably...
Sorry about that.
It wasn't so long ago that this country used to slay any and all foreigners in the name of their isolationism.
Don't I feel welcome?
Feeling nostalgic?
No, I've never had the pleasure of visiting this country before.
Ah, you must be from V Shipping. I serve the Naue family. Welcome to Japan.
We're very grateful for you coming to collect us.
Listen to me! The shoddy state of safety in the Imperial capital cannot be overlooked!
That'll be 14 cents.
Thank you.
Break it up! Break it up! What do you think you're doing? Corruption and corruption! Take it easy!
They're making quite the racket.
They're bullies picking on the impressionable.
On that note, Major Iba, sir, as to this morning, the officers are almost certain it was the work of the escaped convict.
So it wasn't the Hyako party then?
Exactly. We didn't find any of the messages they leave behind either. Honestly, my instincts tell me this was Kuretake.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I wouldn't throw around guesses until you have more information.
Yes, sir.
By the way, could you not call me Major when I'm in civilian clothes? The first rule of investigation is to be mindful of your surroundings.
Yes, Major. Sir.
That'll be all. Lady Ryoko, your skills continue to improve.
Tell me, Sensei, all of this training in the sword is wonderful, but how will those skills stand against something like the escaped prisoner?
A wise man keeps away from danger. Only a fool seeks it out. Eager is one thing.
Who are they?
Ah, they must be the Baron's new guests. An international shipping company, I believe. They'll have stories from all over the world.
Back in the last European Great War, we were very grateful for all the help we received from everyone at V Shipping. We were thrilled for the chance to return that favor now.
That is most generous of you.
I'm truly astounded how well versed you all are in Japanese.
In our line of work, there's an urgent need for polyglots. It's been some time since my last visit to Japan, and it feels quite a different place.
Japan is a new nation indeed. After the war, our economy and industry definitely boomed. However, the imperial capital's in a state of disquiet. All fear the night, and each day people remain ill at ease.
You don't say. Would you care to elaborate on that point in detail?
Just a bit further. You'll be lodging in the annex.
Hey, you guys, don't just leave me behind. Really, I go to the bathroom for 1 second and... Hold on, where's Yuli?
He just said he caught a scent worth following.
What?
You like flowers too? I'm Ryoko Naue. This is my family's estate.
I'm, Yuli.
A pleasure to meet you. That's quite an interesting name. What do you think of our garden? Recently we've started raising a number of imported varietals as well. My father loves anything from the West, so we've even imported fertilizers and pesticides from abroad.
It's a shame that you spoiled them.
Huh?
They've been given too much water and fertilizer. They're beginning to rot from the roots.
The Hyako Party is an anti-government faction. They claim they're trying to return the lost samurai spirit and to offer salvation to the poor, but in reality, they're little more than thieves. And as for the escaped prisoner Kuretake, he's a serial killer. Before he was put away, he targeted young men. Now that he's escaped, he's killing men and women alike.
Brutal murders occurring at the same time. That is no coincidence. Huh? Oh, just thinking out loud.
So good! Seriously, you gotta try one.
I'll have some later.
Your loss.
Such a lovely aroma. Makes my soul long for the Emerald Isle.
Are you homesick? Someone's far more sentimental than they look.
Anyhow, you really think Kirshner was headed here of all places?
He slips through our fingers in Shanghai, but V Shipping's intelligence is accurate.
Maybe so, but it doesn't explain why he's come all the way out here.
A fresh supply to feast on?
All this trouble just so he'd have a few more necks to bite into?
We can be sure it's nothing quite so simple.
Maybe his reason is beyond human understanding. These monstrosities have a world of their own. Vampire and human desires may often collide, but there'll always be two worlds.
Yuli, anything you want to share about your two worlds? Taking another lap around the grounds, huh? Doggy needs a walk. Did I strike a nerve there?
You gotta learn to get along. We're in it together now.
Stop it! Mess up my hair!
Stop whining, Blondie. How do you like that?
I'm glad to see you're all getting along.
One sees what they want to see, don't they?
The lot of you should try to get some rest tonight. Tomorrow is going to be a busy day.
Yes, we can continue this later. I assume you've heard about this morning's incident.
Sir,
Tell me this, Major. Do you think it's possible the Hyako party had a hand in Kuratake's prison break?
I've obtained internal reports from the police, and it sounds rather unlikely, sir.
That's not the only oddity over the last few days. I've heard the Ministry of Interior was giving free rein to some foreign shipping agency. As officers of the Military Bureau, we cannot stand idly by.
I concur that there's no better time for the Kudan branch to take action.
If the Ministry of Interior finds out about this, it could mean serious trouble for us.
And with good reason, as our job is to start some serious trouble on their turf, sir.
I demanded the impossible of the Harbin Military Agency for your return home. Be sure to live up to that expectation.
Sir,
when can you start?
I assure you I already have, sir.
Miss Agatha, I will come pick you up at the pre-designated time.
Please do.
You made me escape from prison, so what the hell do you want?
Oh dear, are you frightened? I thought you were a murderer.
You're planning to kill me? Is that it?
You have an important role to play, my little pet.
Everyone in Tokyo knows Kuratake's face, so why haven't we been able to catch him yet? We put out alerts, we have officers on the streets. He has no accomplice, so where could he be? Listen up! Starting tonight, I want double the amount of officers on patrol. We will not let this madman have his way any longer!
Inspector?
What could you possibly want?
Well, we have visitors, sir.
What? Free shipping, you say? The detective sergeant told us to assist you any way we can, Mr. Willard, sir. The Ministry of Interior also rather strongly recommended that we fully cooperate with your investigation.
It is much appreciated. I think we'll start by poring over these case files.
A fine idea. By the way, how would you describe your role in this exactly?
Concerned friends, first and foremost. Think of us as a group of heroes from across the ocean.
How many more houses do I have to check until I'm done? Huh?
Before he was arrested, Kuratake only targeted young men. But ever Ever since the prison escape, he's been attacking people of any age, men and women alike.
Maybe being locked up changed his MO.
The police think the reason Kuratake's method has changed is because he's desperate and on the run. I tend to disagree.
It doesn't feel right letting these foreigners go through our casework.
Orders are orders, and there's very little we can do.
Inspector, sir, there was a murder at Akaska.
There was? It's that bastard Kuratake!
It's time to join the others. From what I read in the files, the Hyako party doesn't seem connected to Kuratake's escape or any of the ensuing incidents. What did you learn of the prison?
There's no way to escape the prison without help from the outside.
But there's nothing in his record about him working with an accomplice.
There have been some other rumors too. Some kind of a shadow leaping across buildings. Although admittedly, the person who reported it may have been drunk.
The police have tightened their security patrols, but despite this, the killer remains at large. They can't catch one culprit while chasing another.
So you don't think this is Kuratake's work?
I sincerely doubt he's still alive.
If that's the case, who do you think helped Kuratake escape? Just so he'd look like the killer?
Them, of course. Our quarry.
It's really such a shame.
I'm sorry.
The police are too caught up with finding that escaped convict. It's a shame they can't see the big picture. On top of that, there is no way they would suspect a woman.
I'm so sorry. I have no idea what you're talking about.
But you just can't disguise the scent.
What?
I can smell it on your body. That putrid reek of rust and iron. The smell of blood. That stench makes me sick to my stomach. Filthy blood-sucking wretch.
Wicked little Jaeger.
Hey! What are you doing over there?
Stay back!
You can't think that old man looks tasty.
Looks like we got you cornered.
They're Jaegers. They must have been tracking us ever since Shanghai.
You know we're supposed to be chasing them, right?
Just let me try!
Yuli! Was that necessary?
I'm going to drink you dry! You're serious?
She's a royal.
Yuli! Stand down, Yuli! That's far enough!
Enter. So the Jaegers have made it to Japan.
Yes, though Agatha was wounded.
As was expected. They smell the blood.
It's too
Are you
late.
Mr. Willard from V
The
Shipping?
royals who appeared the other
Almost
day.
there. So very close now. Saki.
Artificial.
Stand down, Yuli! That's far enough! Where is he?
The current's too fast. We need more light.
Are you all right?
Papa! That boy is awake! He's up, Papa!
何それ、こんなことある？何もしないまま失恋とかやっぱ性に合わない。だから一日デートさせてよ。
お待たせ。
深見さんがなっちゃんを好きになっちゃったらどうしたらいいの
3人でデートしようか。
いつもこんな素敵なところに連れて行ってもらってるの？いいなぁ。大人の彼氏っていいよね。なっちゃんが深見さんに惚れ直してる。深見さん、そんなかっこいいとこ見せないで。ちょっと失敗とかして。
リサ、お酒どうする？
あ、ワインですかね。待って、ここで飲んだら私また失敗するんじゃ。
なつきちゃんは何頼む？ワインとか。あ、お酒大丈夫？
あ、私結構いけます。
本当？じゃあ赤とかこの辺とか。
あ、すごい、知らない名前ばっかり。深見さんがなっちゃんのこと好きになるとかある。だってなっちゃん魅力的だもん。私より明るいし、私よりしっかりしてるし。
I don't think she likes us much.
Maybe it's because you have such a frightening face, Fallon.
I do?
ごちそうさまでした。すっごく美味しかったです。
なつきちゃん美味しそうに食べるからごちそうしがいがあるね。
私まで彼女になった気分。あ、バイト先から電話だ。
いいよ、出ておいで。
すいません。
When I first felt it, I wouldn't have survived long enough for you to find me. I would have died.
That's right. There's no doubt the source of your power comes from the blood of the beast. However, take care not to drown in its power.
どうした
The
の？
moment you succumb, you will no longer be a Jaeger.
I know.
リーサ。
I have already spoken with the master of the house. He said you're welcome to stay until healed.
But I'm fine. If I just tighten up these bandages.
I suggest you take him up on
深
it.
見さん、
I can leave
も
Philip
っと
here
かっこ
just
悪
in
くなってく
case.
ださい。
Why me? Make Fallon stay behind.
You were right. My face is too scary for that little girl.
親友なんです。
Cut it out! My hair's my best feature!
人見知りでおとなしくて、なっちゃんがいなかったら私何もできなかったんです。なっちゃんがいなかったら東京に行こうともしなかったし、なっちゃんがいるから今の私がいるんです。すごく魅力的だから。そんな。
俺が奪われてもいいの？なんてね。
You can't sleep.
お待たせしました。
He's working. Papa doesn't like it when I bother him.
この後どうしよっか。
Mama's up in the
どこか行きたいところはある？
どうしよ
Okay.
う。おしゃれなバーとか。
Read you a book until you fall asleep.
バーか。
Thank you so much, Big Brother
ど
Yui.
こかあったっけな。
Did your mother get sick?
I remember Papa was crying and he said that even though he was a doctor, he couldn't make her better.
Does your father always work late into the night?
He says he can't sleep because he's making something amazing.
こんな感じなんだけど、
That's
ど
real
う？
nice.
やってみ
Yeah,
る？
he says it's
教える
something
よ。
Mama would be
私
happy
やり
about
たい。
too.
教えてください。
I'm sure you'll be done really soon.
リサ、対決しない？
situation? The
勝
culprits
った
broke
方
into the
が
home of biologist Yoshio
神さん
Abe
から
and
ほっぺ
killed
に
the
チュ
girl blood, fought with the police unit and rushed to the scene and inflicted casualties.
ダメだよ。
That's our
そんなの
current
ダメだよ。
They're
な
not
んでよ。
blades and
今日はそういう日でしょ？
They target war profiteers, scientists,
俺
scholars,
は構わないよ。
with equal impunity.
The ringleader,
アラ
now
サー
Toro
の騎士で
Mose,
よければ。
calls himself the last anti-government samurai, fighting for the return of feudalism and the revision
絶
of
対に負けられない。
Terrorists?
What they call these kinds of criminals and friends. They're a big group, but operate in smaller cells. There must be a large-scale organization
ま
there.
And this organization finances them?
I have a hunch it's a foreign secret intelligence service.
なつきちゃん筋がいい
One
ね。
of the Hayako Party's demands is the restoration of foreign exclusion.
ことは
Just because they shout that from the rooftops doesn't mean they really
約
believe
束
it.
だもんね。
Free shipping. Perhaps.
Rumor has it they were involved in that car chase down by the river a few nights ago.
We'll have to see. This
して
chaos
ほ
is
しくない。
rising from somewhere, and it's our duty to stem the tide.
大
Then
げ
again,
さだ
it's
な。
also
も
our
う
duty to make sure foreigners
や
don't
だよ。
strut around the imperial capital like they
いく
own
ら
the
相手がなっ
place.
ちゃんで
Let's
も
pay him a
深見
visit.
さんは譲りたくない。奪われても絶対取り返すもん。
Welcome. I'll have a mockingbird with lemon,
なっ
not
ちゃんに
lime.
は勝てないことばっかだけど、
Unfortunately, I think we're fresh out of it.
でも深見さんを思う気持ちは絶対負けないから。
I have to say, I never thought I'd actually get the opportunity to use that password.
小さい
All
頃から
trading company.
And what do you know
何
of
でも私に合
For
わせてく
business
れてさ、
runs. For the front, that is.
そのリサがそ
Alma
こ
has
まで
begun
言うのも
cultivating business ties with this country's military. They buy and
威
sell
力あり
weapons
すぎ。
and fund new developments.
That's far too conspicuous.
Do you believe Kirshner might be involved with
父さん。
Be it his brood or cunning, their touch will be
じゃあ
much more subtle.
I'll
今日は
continue gathering what intel
あ
I
りがと
can.
うございました。
こちらこそ。なつきちゃんには感謝しないとね。
Big Brother Yui, you look so much better.
My boy's body just isn't normal.
It's because the master of the house is taking good care of
なつきちゃんは
He's long held a reputation
俺が知らないリサをたくさん知ってるんだろうね。
renowned as one of the best.
そうですね。
So when his wife passed away from a heart
まあ
disease, it must have been
深見さんには教えてあげませんけど。
He closed his practice after her death. Now he's dedicated to his research.
All on his own?
doctor had an assistant.
深見
We haven't
さん
seen the man for a few days. I'm sorry.
今日はありがとうございました。
Please forget I said anything. Feel free to make yourself at
こっ
home.
ちこそ感謝してるよ。俺の知らないリサが見れて。
Those two sure are getting along well.
You're gonna need to brace them with poles. I can
な
set
つ
them
きちゃ
up
ん
for you
が
if you like.
リサの独占欲引き出してくれた。
Mama said tomatoes would be a good thing for us to grow. Since Papa is always busy with his work, Mama thought we should grow some really healthy things.
恥ずかしいで
Very
す。
kind.
でもね
Is
リ
your
サ、
mother kind too, Big Brother?
そういう時普通はライバルの悪いところを俺に吹き込むんだよ。
But she's gone now.
Oh. Like mine, right? I think they must be friends up in the sky,
で
just
も
like
な
our
いし
friends down here.
Yeah. The two of them
リ
must
サ
be
のそういうところが好きなんだけどね。
And if you listen, you can
なつきちゃんもそう思ってると思うよ。